So nomba ine life yandi ero chala abashani mu life yandi ino naba so mu life yandi mwe bantu bakwades anyway mukambelele fine mukambelele fine nimifwalira n'amasikiyo okay, so I just stayed and wanted to do this video. I thought to myself, Warapangashani video, like, how are you going to make this video? When this stories came out, like last week, I think the other week, I made a video about the racism that the Chinese have, brought to Zambia. And it's very brutal, the level of hatred that they have for Africans and Black people. We've seen it. Like, this is not a secret. The entire world has seen how the Chinese, I'm sure it's not everyone. I'm sure, I do hope so anyway, that it's not every Chinese person who has this anti-Blackness and racism within them. But we don't see that a lot. The videos we've seen since time immemorial has always been that there's an anti-Blackness, especially in most of the Asian communities, especially, like, they hate us, okay? They hate Black people. But one thing that I don't get is how they bring that racism to a place where it's just so many Black people, they still try and hurt us. And to top it all off, it's our leaders that we voted, that we said, you guys protect us. We are giving you these instruments. Please, we are too busy, trying to do something else. So while we are busy doing something else, you guys protect us. And they are siding with our oppressors, making our ministers, our people of influence apologize, even creating even making a funeral for Anyway, here comes Bowman Lusambo. I have spoken about Bowman Lusambo here on my channel a lot of times. Bowman Lusambo is a bootlicker. His words, not mine, and we've seen it. He is a bootlicker. He is the #1 bootlicker. Like, just so bad. Like, he has his head way up your Bowman Lusambo is not a good man. He is not he's a coward. Bowman Lusambo is a coward. For you to come and say that I'm the #1 bootlicker, you're a coward, first of all. That is who he is, because he is an ass kisser. Like, he literally said that's what a bootlicker does. Anyway, so we saw the likes of Mulembwe, otherwise known as, Mr. Malembe, who happens to be a gospel singer. His first video came out, Hadi Fumia video, this gospel singer who apparently has, roots from the Congo. He's a gospel singer, and he came out and made a video and talked about how he feels that the PF government should not give our gold, should not give our resources to foreigners. And everybody agrees. Why the freak would you want to give your gold to another person? Like, oh, I have money in my purse, but yeah, I want you to hold it because, yeah, just take it, basically. Like a pimp. We're pimping ourselves out to foreigners. Anyway, so he said, no, you're going to lose the elections if you keep giving foreigners this stuff. If you keep siding with foreigners who are mistreating us, you're going to lose the elections. And we had the likes of, I'm going to come to B-Flow later. Let me deal with this Malembe person. So after he says that, we have this minister of Lusaka, who was a cadre. Like, Bowman Lusambo is a cadre, has always been a cadre. He has shown us who he is, but I have no idea what's wrong with us. They voted for a cadre, somebody who, he was a diehard MMD fan. He was, Bowman used to wear these blue jumpsuits and go around abusing people, and he would be given airtime on ZNBC to spew his violence, to spew his vile all over ZNBC. Bowman. From there, when the MMD lost power, he somehow wriggled his way, just like Dora Celia. They wriggled their way, they slithered their way into the PF government. And now we have seen the corruption that was in the MMD, the violence that was in the MMD in the PF. And to an extent, the back always stops at Edgar Lungu, who in this case he's a very weak president right now. Like, whoa. and stop making excuses for Edgar Lungu. The people who are surrounding him. If I am choosing violent people, if I am choosing uneducated people, if I am choosing to work with thugs, if I am choosing to work with criminals, I am the problem, not those guys, because I have the power to stop those guys. I have the power to say, Imwe, in fact, I can even come online and say, Namweshiba, if you feel chitaba in fishi mom, she fifwaya, no kubebe apart in she fifwaya, mufile kefi. But our president does not do that. He seems to enjoy his humbleness, humility, sitting in his air-conditioned office doing Satan knows what. Anyway, so about Bowman comes on and says, basically using very spicy language, and says that this Malembe character has to apologize within 24 hours. That in itself was a threat. I don't know what kind of. So Naboba Malembe, less than 24 hours, Malembe came online, was like, I am so sorry. Meow, meow, mommy. And this is why, you see what I was telling you guys? No, the president is my father, the president is my mother. But the president is not your mother, your president is not your father. Papa is the president. Anyway, Malembe, oh, mommy. Less than 24 minutes. Mama, Papa, I'm the son of the house. I'm sorry. I should have, because I have access. I can go to State House anytime I want. Meow, meow, meow. The way he has been dragged online. And I enjoy it so much. Pamela Bowman, I'm telling you, Bowman is an embarrassment, but I am not surprised. Neither am I shocked, because he showed us who he is. Bowman has always showed us who he is. This is nothing different. Just a few weeks ago, he was, bullying his own people. Doing this to his own people. Bullying his own people, but he's there supporting oppressors because he's also an oppressor. So that's why he sides with foreigners who are abusing his countrymen and women. Anyway, so Eva Malembe. That's how Malembe was like, I'm sorry, I should not have said what I said. Today he was on radio. I was listening to Hot FM today, and this I actually took down notes. He said, no. Why? They asked him, why did you apologize? Because it's godly, he said. And it's godly to apologize. They said, why are you apologizing for saying the right thing? Like, what you are saying is what the people have been saying. We do not want our gold mines sold. We do not want our resources in hands of foreigners. We don't want that shit. He was like, I apologize for using a wrong forum. But he did not apologize for saying what he said. This is him. And he was asked if he's a kandile. A kandile is somebody who's like a bootlicker, basically. Like, I just want to eat, like, I'm just going to do everything. I'm going to freaking embarrass myself so that I can eat. And he evaded that question. He was like, what's a kandile? And Mutare Mwanza told him what a kandile was. And he was just like, started blubbering and trying to, use the Bible as usual. Christians are hypocrites. And he tried to use the Bible as an excuse. And then he said that they asked him, why then, if you saw this was wrong, why didn't you apologize before? He said, no, I apologized after being asked to, because the elders, I had chiefs calling me, I had the minister, so I had to apologize. And he says that apparently he called Lusambo and they met and spoke man to man. In my opinion, I was like, yeah, bootlicker to bootlicker. And he says he is yet to speak to the president. He still stands by his message. He says the president could have called him. Your president, Mr. Lungu, would have called Marembe and said, yo, Sonny, and these are his words. He said, Sonny, here you were wrong. Yeah. Anyway, my conclusion. King's Marembe is a coward, he's a bootlicker, and he's an embarrassment and an opportunist, and he deserves to be cancelled. And I hope with this, even those small privileges that he has in this government, which is corrupt, are all taken away. Don't say to the source, I'm chef. So, anyway, so Biflo, coming to Biflo, B-Flow raised concerns. He went on his Facebook, posted a video, and he was talking about the concerns of the racism in the country and how our leaders are supporting racism by supporting racists, by making us apologize to racists, by making us apologize to our oppressors. And he said, you know what? So he was on Hot FM, and he says he was not asked to apologize, but because the Bowman Lusambo in that video did not ask him to apologize, he asked Kings Malembe to apologize. He said that B-Flow should desist from bringing the name of the country into disrepute. So B-Flow says that he thinks that B-Flow thinks that he means well, and he says that he won't apologize, and he says that he would like he would seek audience with Lusambo, and B-Flow say that Lusambo should apologize to B-Flow for calling him basically stupid. Now here's where the controversy comes in with B-Flow. B-Flow is an artist, and we have seen, when I was having this discussion with my friend, I was, trying to tell her, okay, look at what B-Flow is doing, because I always like hearing, different sides of the story. B-Flow has been somebody who we have seen jump on trends. This was brought my attention. It's like, you look at B-Flow, it started with the HIV movement, and then from there it seems to have faded away, and then it went to the gender-based violence issue, then seemed to fade away, and then we came to the rape issues. Now it seems to fade away. Then it was the feminism part, and now we are seeing a trend of just speaking out against the government, and here he is. That could be right. That could be the case. He could be jumping on a trend, just like other artists could be jumping on a trend, so to speak. But I think it's a good thing that he is speaking out, and that he is somebody of influence, so quote unquote, and he has a following, and these followers also are seeing what's going on, and to see somebody they respect come on and tell them, guys, we are not going to accept that, is a good thing, in my opinion. And he hardly goes about politics. B-Flow, he's usually very lukewarm or neutral. However, the person I was having this discussion with also stated that we have seen the likes of Wezi and B-Flow. They seem now to be very anti-government and anti how things are going. Not really anti-government, but anti-government behavior right now. But these guys also seem to spend a lot of time with politicians. They are seen to spend a lot. Yeah, he has a louder voice, that's true. And they spend time, they show us their pictures. They're like, oh, we are with the Minister of Shenshano, we are with the First Lady, we are like Ababantu. They're found with these politicians. Okay? At the end of the day, they come and tell us, hey, blah, 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 blah. But I would also like if B-Flow met up with Lusambo, I would like B-Flow to come and tell us, I went to Mr. Lusambo, and I told him, if you financially fire, I want to like, I would like him to say specifically what he tells Lusambo, not, I just, leave it like lying there in the air of, I had a conversation with Lusambo and now kumbaya, I would like to be told exactly what was said in that discussion, in that office, because whatever it is that he's going to go there and talk to Lusambo about, it will be about concerns that all of us are raising right now. So I would like to hear that. However, I do support this. I do support him coming out. I do support, I even wrote this on my Twitter. We saw the likes of Pilato has always been telling us. Pilato and Laura Miti. In fact, it started with Pilato. We called Pilato mad. But Pilato has always been telling us, guys, look out, guys. And we ignored him. We laughed at him. We made fun of him. Some of us even hated him. We were like, hey, where but here we are. And it took this for your favorite artist to come and start saying now. Yeah? When I'm lukewarm statement, Makitu is PF. He says it. It's PF. When I slap D, when I Mampi, don't think so. I would actually it would be very hypocritical of Mampi and Makitu to come on. I'd like to see them come on, but they are PF. When I JK, they are PF. Like they are comfortable, they are happy. I wanted to also talk about Antonio Mwanza talking about the gold scandal, but you know what? I'm tired, guys. A revolution is coming. A revolution has started. Mambi has supported Biflo. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. These guys are hypocrites. But good for her. Good for her. Let her speak. Let her audience hear. Let them speak up for what is right. You know what? All the artists I've said that are PF supporters, if I see them come on and condemn these actions, I'm gonna give them props. I'm not gonna drag them too much. I'm gonna give them props. Okay, good for you. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Mount. But the revolution is coming. Just know, just play your cards right, okay? Nabo ba Antonio Mwanza nabo bese bani kwa masushi yabo manzi chalo echi. Guy, I don't in it as a Zambian. I want that Sudanese company done like that, cut that shit out. Not to not my chonchons. She fine. Eroine na mwingi sapati we yo wilalande faba Chinese. Inebadi ndanga ukufuma fyo kutali ndanga ati inebadi mpata. So in why should I love somebody who ampata? Ishkwete ne ishtamandi until they show me other until unga monepo Chinese bare andati fiture shitafibi. Eronke mina pap. Epo baile kumwabo they were showing videos that we are racist to them. They showed that video of Mao Samba telling them that what they're doing is wrong, and they twisted it and showed their people a propaganda about China, communist country, so that the hatred that they already have for us increases. In a mandin umutima najat kose kwa bamba racist but bena abantu ababadi turangati we but mwena fi pansha but not even na pansh panta tinisiwa mona pansh katwishe but mona. I'm just tired, okay? I'm tired. I want Bowman out. I want this disgustingness out. Like, these guys hate us. They have showed us that they hate us because there's just no way, guys. So anyone who's going to be dragging Bowman, anyone who's going to make sure that they're speaking out against this, I support you even though you're PF. As long as you're speaking up for what is right, I'm going to support. When I'm slap D. Not listen to our songs. We want to see you speak out because you have a bigger following. In any case, phone film boom fia. Bano no abantu abandamba. I mean, what the following? And then bitambaka. I'll be calling you out. Na ine. Na amkuna tea. Ha na zesko yenu nitabakwete. Lord Wapi, I do not want to speak English. I do not want to speak English. Why should I speak it? I cannot. My English sucks. Anyway, for my international followers, I say that our artists should speak out. They should not just be sitting there and stuffing their pockets and stuffing their stomachs and getting fatter. Okay? And the racism that the Chinese have shown us has shown me enough to not even like want anything to do with them. Like they've shown me that they hate me. They've shown me even in my own country that they don't give a shit about me. So that's not going to happen. So that's all I have to say about this whole situation. Continue dragging Bowman Lusambo because he deserves it. All the disrespect that is coming his way, he has caught that upon himself. He deserves it. Anyway. and electricity went to 0. Imagine 0630 electricity. There's no electricity. Now I'm hearing nonsense from Antonio Mwanza trying to defend the CEC. You know what, guys? I'm gonna make this for another video because I am done. Okay, there's just too much fuckery happening in the country right now. There is a revolution coming. There is a revolution coming, and it is coming. It's like a bottle of Coca-Cola or Sprite or a fuzzy drink. It's just once you open that lid, it's just right now. It's just the lid is being tightened and it's gonna go pop. We think what's happening in America cannot happen in our country. Do you think that these protests are happening because of George Floyd? These things are happening because it's a brewing issue. It's been brewing. And now you're seeing people who you never even thought would say anything, say something. It's gonna bubble, it's gonna blow up, and it's gonna blow big. We have yo, all in all, your government hates you. They do not respect you. They think you're cowards. But I was also used to think we are cowards. But now I'm seeing that we are not our ancestors. In fact, our ancestors were not cowards. Like our immediate parents, after independence, we are now getting in touch with our own, the ones who are like, F this shit. We're starting to get into it. Viva it is. Boman. Muy chefe mau. Muy bakul. Nah, I'm kurara. Bien. Nah.